Well, happy Thursday, true believers. It's probably not the first thing or the most noticeable thing you see about the Hannibal Pirates, considering the way their offense lights up scoreboards. But if you've been paying attention, probably since that Columbia Battle game, you might have noticed that this is a team in a considerable defensive crescendo right now as well.
You do a great job of either A, making those plays when they continue to try to get to the edge, or B, getting them back into our linebackers, and again, we have some great linebackers that can run from sideline to sideline, and on top of that, behind them, we got Greenwell and Williams that are running the alley really well and supporting the run very well also. So you put all those factors together and there's going to be a lot of success.
Hannibal's defensive MO this season hasn't been all that hard to figure out. Funnel everything towards the two all-conference linebackers and let all of the playmakers in the back do their thing. What you might have missed out on, however, is just how good the guys are who are actually doing that funneling. Sophomore Kane Wilson and senior Ramel Pinner might not have been known commodities in a sea full of stars to start this season, but just look at them now.
He sets the edge, nothing gets outside of Ramel, and he can make the big plays for us and a lot of big plays for us.
To be honest, it's glad to be known that I'm out here and people know that I'm doing hard work and everything, but we got so much more to go through that I'm not really worried about what's going on right now. I'm worried about what's going on in the future. For
Kane, he gets through the line for us. He makes the holes for the linebackers and for other people to make the plays, so he's not selfish, and he's a team player.
I think it's actually pretty good for our offense too to know that we got a pretty good defense that, well, if they mess up, then we're right behind them.
Oh, Kane and Ramel, both of them, they're extremely athletic individuals. We've known their ability from the get-go, and they just come out and do their job, and the plays come to them, and that's really been how they've been so successful, is just doing exactly what they're coached. And, the big plays come to them whenever they do what they're supposed to do.
Oh, 100%. When I know if I mess up, then I got 11, 10 heads right behind me to make sure that they get tackled.
A defensively repurposed Aeneas Williams hasn't hurt here either.
And not just a ton of speed, but just someone with a very, very high football IQ. And you saw that from the minute he came in high school last year. He just gets the game through and through. And, that's not just one side of the ball. That's offense, defense, and special teams. Does a great job on his returns. He knows when to fair catch. He knows when not to. And the same thing on defense. He knows when to lock on his man, when to lock back into coverage, and when to come up and support the run. So it's not just his athletic ability, but it's his mind and his football IQ that really helps him.
Which puts the Pirates in good stead for Friday's district title game and rematch with rejuvenated Jefferson City.
They're playing very well up front. Offensive and defensive line are really coming together, and it's a group of kids that are very well coached. Coach Wells has done an outstanding job with those guys, and we knew he was going to. He's a class act guy, and those guys just keep getting better and better. And as they've gotten more comfortable with the new style of offense and what they're doing, it's really popping. They're able to maintain the ball, maintain drives, and they're also able to get the big plays when needed.
It makes a big deal that we're on our peak right now because we got big teams in front of us.
We are now less than 12 hours removed from the Southeastern Lady Suns' return to the state volleyball stage for the first time in 20 years. Coming up tomorrow at 10:30, it's a semifinals rematch of sorts for the Lady Suns, but that doesn't make this mission any easier for Tim Kerr and company.
And obviously we got the better of them the first time, but quite a few days later, and a lot of different scenarios have gone on between then and now. But just having a little bit of confidence, the fact that we feel like we're going to be able to go there and belong there.
Yeah, they're really good. I am kind of nervous because when we played them last time, we played them in a tournament and we got a really strong lead, and then I feel like they kind of cracked under the pressure, and because they're not usually probably used to losing at all, because they're really, really good. So I'm kind of nervous going into it just because I feel like we don't want to underestimate them.
Their outsides are good, and you guys aren't tall. How do you counter that?
I say just playing hard, knowing where to go, knowing where to be at the right time.
Like you said, their outsides are dangerous. They're really nice players, and we've seen that from the last couple teams we played. So, the key for us, I think, is just staying on offense, not only with our serving, but also just eliminating or reducing our number of free balls we send, and just continuing to try to attack.
More college signing news to pass along today, this time from Jacksonville Route, where former KHQA Student Athlete of the Week honoree and standout Lady Rocket golfer Addie Dobson made it official, signing her Division I paperwork to continue her career at the University of Missouri at Columbia. Also today, quite an honor for Quincy Notre Dame alum and current freshman at St. Louis University, Seth Anderson, who was named to the Atlantic 10 all-newcomer soccer team. With your look at Thursday night sports, I'm Sports Director Chris Dewar.